राधिकावैस्तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय स्तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। बद्धे वितनुते भक्तिं मूर्खमावर्तये श्रुतिं यत्कृपात्वमहं वन्दे श्रीमदनगोपालकं प्रभुं। Jai Nitai, my dear devotees, how are you? Hope all of you are well. Again we are in Gaura Govinda Katha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is sharing his feelings with us through Ramananda Raya. What Ramananda Raya is saying and sharing, everything it's from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is already said at the beginning of this chapter. So what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sharing to us, it's for us to keep it inside of our heart, for our spiritual practice, because knowledge, realization, everything is supporting our spiritual practice. And Ramananda Roy, Vishakha Sakhi, now she is revealing all the truths by the desire of Sri Krishna. When Sri Krishna arising question mark about Radha Prem, Vishakha Sakhi, that means Ramananda Rai, she was not happy. Because for all the Sakhi, Srimati Radharani, she is the crown jewel. All the Sakhi, they love Srimati Radharani from their heart. So that is why when Krishna, he said that, no, it is not the highest. Maybe Srimati Radhika's love was not so highest, that's why Krishna was afraid about all other Brajgopi. So Vishakha Sakhi says to prove that, no, there is nothing to compare with Srimati Radharani's Krishna, where it is clearly said, Shatapati Gopite Nahe Kamo Nirbapon ইহাতেই অনুমানী শ্রী রাধিকার গুণ। Prabhu, there was millions of Brajgopis, but when just Srimati Radharani left that place, so suddenly Krishna ran and started to follow her. To manage the anger of Srimati Radharani, to manage the mood of Srimati Radharani. For what? Because that is the nature of Sri Krishna. Whenever she will be with some of his associates, that means devotees. So Krishna wants the most highest love from them. From which prema? That is not the matter. If he is with his friends, so he always wants his most intimate friends, Sridam, Sudam, Dam, Vasudam, they will be with him. If he is enjoying a Vatsalya mood, always Krishna will prefer Ma Yashoda, Nanda Baba, not Devaki or Vasudev. For enjoying friendly mood, Krishna will prefer Sridam, Sudam, Dam, Vasudam, not Uddhav, Arjun. Because his Rashika, Rashikendra Churaman. So whenever he will enjoy any of love, so he want the highest, the most precious and topmost love from them, from his devotees. And when he desired to enjoy in Kanta Prema, that means in beloved mood, so he invited all of them. So he invited everyone, but Srimati Radharani is the highest. It is said that for Ras Leela, Srimati Radharani says the chain. If you want to make one garland, so you need flowers. But flower is not enough. Flower is not enough. You need that thread where you will put all the flowers. Where you will put all the flowers. So if there is no thread, yes, there is also some special technique or style that by tying the flowers you can make the garland also. But Prabhu, that garland will be not so strong. It is good. That garland will be good when you are on the sit. When there is no movement. But if there is movement, then there will be some possibilities that garland will tear or destroy. But if there is thread, and if you'll put these flowers with this thread, then that garland will be very strong and very beautiful. So in Ras Leela, there was millions of Braj Gopis. So many flowers were there. But Srimati Radharani was the pendant of that, the center flower of that garland and the thread of that garland. So when the thread was disappeared from that place, so the garland was destroyed. And Krishna was depressed. Because he wanted to enjoy that Kanta Prem there from them. But actually Krishna was dependent on Srimati Radharani to enjoy that Kanta Prem. শতকোটি গোপীতে নহে কাম নির্বাপন. Maybe there was millions of Braj Gopi, but Krishna knows that very well. Millions of Braj Gopi together, they cannot satisfy Krishna. They cannot please Krishna. And only alone Srimati Radharani can do that. That is why she is the crown jewel of all Sakhis, all Braj Gopis. That is why she is the crown jewel of all females, Ramani Mukutamani. So Prabhu, Krishna was thirsty to enjoy Kanta Prema. And he wanted to do this with all Braj Gopis, with Srimati Radharani. But what's happened? To whom he was dependent most, she was disappeared from that place. It's happened something like that. If you just take out, just forcefully, one person is very thirsty and you gave a very nice sharbat to him, and just after one sip of that sharbat, again take it again from him. So what will happen? So that thirsty will increase 1,000 times more than before. Thousand times more than before. It's happened with Sri Krishna. He wanted to enjoy Kanta Prem. He invited all the Braj Gopis. He prepared them. But what's happened suddenly? Suddenly, someone take out forcefully. Take it back. That glass of sharbat. Srimati Radharani was disappeared. Not only like that, enjoying Kanta Prem Madhurarati, It's the karma in the heart of Sri Krishna. When Srimati Radharani was disappeared, and karma is like fire. So when Srimati Radharani was disappeared, so it's happened like that someone put some ghee in the fire. So the fire increased more than before. And it's happened with Sri Krishna. That's why he ran to follow Srimati Radharani. He ran to find Srimati Radharani, to take her back there in Ras Leela. When Ramananda Roy, he described in that way, with the truths, with Leela, then Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, he was satisfied. He said, yes, right, you are right. প্রভু কহে যে লাগি আইলাম তোমা স্থানে সেই সব রস বস্তু তত্ত্ব হইল জ্ঞানে। Right? For what I came here to you, all my desire, now it's near to fulfill. Now you got all the knowledge about all the truths, different truths. Vastu Tattva Jnane. You describe about the Varnashram Dharma. You describe about Jnana Mishra Bhakti. You describe about Prema Bhakti. Then all the different kinds of Prema. And at the end, to describe Radha Prema. Yes. Now I accept it. Ebe se janilo sebbo sadher onindra. Now I got this point. The most highest achievable is Krishna. And for that, the most highest sadhan is Radha Prema. Or you can say, Rai, in that way, the most highest achievable subject is Radha Prema. Yes, you are right. By all your answer, I'm really satisfied. But, right? আগে আর কিছু শুনিবার মনে হয়। I want to listen more. Because it is not enough for me. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu here, something is very special. He accepted that Radha Prem is the most highest achievable subject. But still now he didn't say that yes, Radha Prem is the crown jewel of all achievable subject. Because Radha Prem is Anya Nirapeksha. It is the most highest. Anya Nirapeksha means it is not depends on anything. I described before also. Asundara Shindara Shekharava. It is not depends on anything. For her love for Krishna. Not depends on the beauty of Krishna, not depends on the power or qualities of Krishna, not depends on the love of Krishna, nothing. Anya Nirapeksha. And they also, maybe it is not depends on anything, but why it is anya nirapeksha? Because she has no self-desire. She has no self-desire from Krishna. Oh Krishna, you have to entertain me. No, not that. Not in her heart, not in all other Brajagopis' heart. Unconditional love. Kanchit vishesha mayanta sambhogecha jayabhita. There is desire. What is that? To satisfy Krishna only. Only to satisfy Krishna. There is no desire that to get pleasure, to be entertained by Krishna. That is why it is anya nirapeksha. But Prabhu, he says that Raya, that quality is not saying that Radha Prem is the crown jewel. This quality for love, it's in Brajagopi, you can say it's normal. Maybe not for everyone, but in Brajagopis, yes. It is not so highest. That is why he wanted to know more. Age ar kichu shunibar mon hoy. It is not the highest manifestation of Sri Radha Prema. That is why he did not say that. Yes, I accept it. Radha Prem is the crown jewel. That is why he says that Age ar kichu shunibar mon hoy. I have more desire to hear about Radha Prem, because still there is something left in Radha Prem to describe. Because how much you said, it is not the highest manifestation of Sri Radha's Prem. Then he asked, Raya, also I want to know more about Krishner Sharup Kaho Radhika Sharup, Rosh Kun Tattva, Prem Kun Tattva. So that means now Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, he asked about the Tattva, truths, about Krishna Tattva, about Radha Tattva, Swarupa Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Prema Tattva. So that means it is fulfilled his desire about Sadhya Sadhana Tattva. Is it? The commentator here, he said, no. Prabhu, he wanted to know more about Radha Prem. That's why you can say it's a trick to open that treasure about Radha Prem. Still it is closed. Still it is not open. Still Ramananda Roy is hiding this in the heart of Ramananda Roy. So that is why he asked about the truth. Why? Why he wanted to know about Krishna Swarup? Because to know the power, first we have to judge where it is working, isn't it? When we are saying, oh, very strong wind, to look at the grass are moving by the wind. By the wind, grass are moving. Only to look at this, that grass are moving, we are saying that wind is very strong. No. To look at the creeper, small plants, that they are moving by the wind, that time we are saying the wind is very strong. No. When we are watching the big trees, when we are watching that big trees are moving, that they are falling down by the wind, that time we are saying, yes, it's storm, very strong wind, very powerful wind. So we are judging the wind, power of wind, to see where it is working. How we can say Radha Prem is the crown jewel? Radha Prem is the crown jewel. So where it is working, first we have to know. If it is grass, if it is some creeper or small plants, or it is a very big tree, Mahiruha, Druma. What is that? So that's why, to know the most highest manifestation of Srimati Radharani's prem, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked about Krishna Tattva. Oh Raya, Krishna, please explain me the truths of Sri Krishna. Because you said that by Radha Prem it's happened. By Radha Prem it's happened. Only Radha Prem can control Krishna. Only Radha Prem can do anything, whatever she wants with Krishna. So what is Krishna? Is Krishna like a grass? Or is Krishna like a small plants, creeper? Or really Krishna is Mahiruha, very, very big tree? Please, Raya, explain me. And then explain me about Radha Prema. If Krishna is very big tree, Mahiruha, then how Srimati Radharani, she can do that with Krishna? What is the highest power, manifestation of Srimati Radharani's prem? What is the truth of Srimati Radharani? How she can do? How she can control Krishna? And why Krishna is under control of Srimati Radharani? Why Krishna is, what you just said, that Krishna, when Srimati Radharani disappeared, left that place, Krishna just ran to follow her. For what? Please explain the truth of Srimati Radharani's Tattva, Swarup. Then, Rai, also you have to explain to me about Rasa Tattva. Because Krishna is Rasa, Raso Vaisha. We know Krishna, he is Rasa. And he is the source. and main treasure of all Russia, source and treasure, store of all Russia. Dwadash Russia, 12 kind of different Russia. Very special. So if Krishna is Russia, how he is enjoying? Because Russia, that means Russia should be tasted, should be tested. Russia, it cannot taste anything. We are tasting, we are eating the sweet, and we are saying that sweet is very beautiful, very tasty. But ever you have seen that sweet is eating one sweet? So how Krishna can do that? Because he is Rasa. Then Rai, you have to explain to me about Prema Tattva. Because till now there is so many doubts in my heart about Prema. It must be. Because in Braja, she was the student. She was not teacher. Still now he is practicing. In Braja, from different associates, he got the lesson about different love. From servant, he got this lesson about servantal mood. From friends, he got the lesson of friendly mood. From parents, Ma Yashoda, Nanda Baba, from them he got the lesson of parental mood. And from all the Braj Gopis, he got the lesson of Madhura Rati, beloved mood, Kanta Prem. But he was not good student. He was not a very good student, that's why not all the knowledge it came to him about love. And now in Kali Yuga, Sri Krishna himself, he appeared with the mood of Srimati Radharani and practicing about that love. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, he asked, Rai, you must explain me the truths of Prema. Because it is very higher. Prema Tattva. If I have no knowledge about Prema Tattva, then I cannot enjoy or I cannot attain Sri Krishna Prema in my heart. I want to have it in my heart. Prem Prayojan, right? That is why I came here to you, because you are Rashik. You are Krishna Tattvavid. You know very well about the truths of Krishna. So, you must tell me about the Prema Tattva. Not only me, for everyone. First, they must know the Tattva, truths of Prema, what it can do. What is the power of Prema? Why Krishna he is under control of prema, bhakti. Why? Krishna loves to watch premanuvritti, the reaction of love. So, right? I think prema is the most highest thing. So that's why first we must know about prema. So, right, this all truths you must explain to me. It was the trick of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to open that treasure of Radha Prema. Because if there is explanation of Prema, so the Radha Prema will be there. Because the Radha Prema is the highest most, on the top position of all love, of all different prema. It was the trick of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu to go more near to Srimati Radharani with Vishakha Shakhi. Still he is waiting. Still he is far away from Radha Prema. He wanted to see the highest manifestation of Radha Prema. So that's why he did this trick with Ramananda Raya, because the question will inviting the answer. Good question will bring good answer. The best question will bring best answer. Answer always following the question. So if the question is not proper, answer will be like that. That's why there is no way to go out of Radha Prema. Any way, Ramananda Raya now has to open that treasure. So what Ramananda Raya will answer to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu? My dear devotees, will listen that answer tomorrow. Now the time to follow the devotees who are there, to meet the devotees. Sudhabindu Roy, Sumit Chakravarti, Jainitai to everyone, Abhishek Poddar, Tulasi Das, Jainitai, Abhishek Poddar, Shoma Rai, Krishna Dashi, Shruti Dhara, SD Roop, Yuri Valev. Okay, a question from Thakur Das. Okay, you said that Ramdas Baba used to sing Gaura Lila Kirtan. Can you share more about it? No. He was a good Kirtanya, but he was not the Kirtanya of Gaura Lila. He loved to do Kirtan. Any Kirtan he loved to do. And so many old Kirtanyas, they got so many lessons from him. But he was not professional Kirtanya, Gaura Lila Kirtanya. No, not that. He teaches. Because nowadays you can say the most scholar Kirtanya, Kirtan Shamragi Saraswati Das, she also got so many lessons. She was very small that time, maybe 9-10 years old, but that time she got the lesson of Kirtan from Ramdas Babaji Maharaj. It's very fortunate. She's really very fortunate for that. And what I said that day about Ramdas Babaji Maharaj, when Prabhupada Pran Gopal Goswami, he left this world, after that, before the final rituals, that means Shraddha, Ramdas Babaji Maharaj, he wanted to offer his Shraddhanjali to Prabhu Pran Gopal. So he continued 24 hours Kirtan without leaving asana. Nitai go Radhe Shyam Japa Hare Krishna Hare Ram. That Kirtan, with full of tears, "24 hours he did this Kirtan." And it is the way of Radharaman Charandas Babaji Maharaj that he started this Kirtan, Nitai Gaur Radhesham Japa Hare Krishna Hare Ram. And now in the tradition of Babaji Maharaj, Dada Mashai, they are following this Kirtan. So Ramdas Babaji Maharaj used to do that. He was not Gaur Lila Kirtanya. He loved to do Kirtan. Not only Gaur Lila, not only Krishna Lila, so many pad. Krishna Lila, Gaur Lila, all the Kirtan he loved to do. And with Prabhupada Pran Gopal Goswami, he used to do most of the time. Whenever he will get time, he will go there where Prabhupada is giving lecture, will give lecture. So before Samvad Bhagavat Path, there is the way of Bhagavat Path, that first the Panchatattva Kirtan, then Bhagavat Path. So Ramdas Babaji Maharaj, he loves to do that Panchatattva Kirtan before Prabhu Pran Gopal's Bhagavat Path. Madana Dasi, Sundar Krishna Das, Jai Nitai, Anju Devnath, Sudevi, Pijus Barman, Sushanta Sivi, Chitra Lekha Dasi, Jai Nitai, Pijus Barman, Davji, Tota Gopinath Das, Vishnu Das, Parimal Sarkar, Abhay Sarkar, Niranjan Das, Sharmishta Roy, Rakhi Roy, Bidu Bhushan Chaudhuri, Ramendra Kishore Bhattacharya, Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai, Kama Gayatri Dasi, Krishna Priya, Prasenjit Vanik, Sundar Krishna Das. Sundar Krishna Das, you asked, it is said that Manjari is enjoy, times more from Jugala Prema, so it is that Prema is unconditional, since Manjari also have Ananda. Yes, they have Ananda. If there is no Ananda, so there is no taste. How you can say that they have no Ananda? Yes. When Krishna will touch Srimati Radharani, how much Srimati Radharani will enjoy, Manjaris will enjoy that touch to Srimati Radharani 1,000 times more than Srimati Radharani. It is said. Koti Guno. It is not only 1,000, millions times. So, they have also Ananda. Love is unconditional. They have no self-desire for pleasure, but that pleasure will come automatically to them. Ananda is there, bliss are there, but it is unconditional. They don't want this from Krishna, but it is coming to them automatically. When Krishna will touch Srimati Radharani, so the Ananda also will go to Manjaris. Wherever they are, they will get more pleasure than Srimati Radharani. But their pleasure, their Ananda through Srimati Radharani, not direct. সঞ্জীব শর্মা, নবনীতা ঘোষ, রনি পাল, সোমা বণিক, সরোজিনী দেবীদাসী, বিপাশা শীল, কৃপা সিন্ধু, মিঠুন চক্রবর্তী, জয়দেব, নম্রতা আচার্য, শ্রীবাস গোস্বামী, জয়নিতাই ভাই কেমন আছো? So at the end I have to say something. It is painful for me also. One of my very loving disciples in KL, just yesterday, he passed. He left his body. He departed from this world. Husband of Rashamanjari, my big baby. I used to call him big baby. I love him. I pray for him to Srimati Radharani, to Sri Nitai Gauranga, to allow him and give him shelter to their lotus feet. So my dear devotees, for today, time is over. We'll meet again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Jai Nitai, Radhe Radhe, Hari Bol.